In a 2005 report entitled Mapping Sub-Saharan Africa's Future, which looked at Africa's supposed future in 15 years, the NIC predicted that Nigeria might disintegrate or be divided in 2015. And here we are, 2027. Nigeria has not remained the same since 2009, when the late President Yar'Adua came into power. Nigeria started encountering Boko Haram during the tenure of President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua in 2009. But Boko Haram actually began or became fully active in 2002 under President Olusegun Obasanjo. Who are their sponsors? This is a question many Nigerians and people around the world keep asking because it has left everyone confused and in shock. The origin of Boko Haram. Boko Haram was formed in 2002 by Mohammed Yusuf in Maiduguri, Borno State. Here's a brief timeline. 2002, Boko Haram was formed by Mohammed Yusuf. Yusuf's objectives were to oppose Western education and culture in Nigeria, establish an Islamic state in Nigeria based on Sharia law, fight against corruption and bad governance. The name Boko Haram roughly translates to Western education is forbidden in Hausa. 2004, the group moved to Kano, Yobe State, and became radicalized. 2007, they returned to Maiduguri and began attacking government institutions. 2009, the group launched a major uprising during President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua's tenure, leading to the death of its leader, Mohammed Yusuf. 2010, Abubakar Shekau took over as leader and the group became more violent. Abubakar Shekau led Boko Haram to commit many violent acts, including bombings in churches, mosques, markets, and government buildings. Massacres. Hundreds of people were killed in villages, especially in Borno and Yobe states. Attacks on schools. Schools were burned and students and teachers were killed. Use of child soldiers. Children were forced to fight for them. Beheadings. Civilians and soldiers were beheaded, with videos posted online. Some specific attacks include 2011 Abuja UN bombing, 23 people killed. 2012 Kano bombing, over 180 people killed. 2014 Gamboro Nagala attack, over 300 people killed. 2015 Baga massacre, estimated 2,000 people killed. These attacks made Nigerians scared and feeling unprotected. In 2014, Boko Haram kidnapped 276 schoolgirls from Chibok, Borno State. On the night of April 14, 2014, Boko Haram militants attacked the government girls' secondary school in Chibok, pretending to be soldiers and told the girls to follow them. Some girls were loaded into vehicles, while others had to walk for miles until more trucks came to take them away. The militants had initially planned to steal machinery, but were unsure what to do with the girls. 57 girls managed to escape from the trucks, and the rest were taken to the Konduga area of the Sambisa forest, a Boko Haram stronghold. Since then, Boko Haram has continued to carry out terrorist attacks in Nigeria and neighboring countries. This is how it all started. Nigeria became a zone of fear. Parents began pulling their children out of school, relocating within Nigeria, or even moving abroad with their families, never to return. Who is sponsoring Boko Haram? Many ask who is behind this insecurity in Nigeria since 2009. There are different theories, but no one knows for sure. Some believe they are sponsored by rich Nigerians who want to destabilize the government, neighboring countries like Chad, Niger, or Cameroon, international terrorist groups like Al-Qaeda or ISIS, corrupt government officials benefiting from the chaos. However, there is no solid proof. In 2014, the Nigerian government claimed that Boko Haram was sponsored by some politicians, but did not reveal names. Many Nigerians initially doubted the news because the media often called it fake or false, until the Nyanya bomb blast in Abuja during former President Goodluck Jonathan's tenure shocked everyone. The Nyanya bomb blast occurred on April 14, 2014 at a bus station in Abuja, IG. 2 bombs went off during morning rush hour, killing at least 88 people and injuring over 200. Boko Haram claimed responsibility. The bombs were hidden in vehicles and detonated remotely. It was one of the deadliest attacks in Abuja at that time. I know this because I was there live. I was just 14 years old at the time, but the sound and impact of that blast still ring in my ears.
The bomb exploded at 6:45 a.m. There were secondary explosions when fuel tanks in nearby vehicles ignited. Boko Haram's leader, Abubakar Shekau, said the attack was to create maximum damage and show that the Nigerian government could not guarantee safety, even in the capital city. It's that bad. This is Voices of the Forgotten, where Africa's buried truths rise again. Let's continue. Nigeria's army versus Boko Haram. The Nigerian army launched attacks to stop Boko Haram, but many militants were captured, killed, or escaped. Even after 16 years, it seems the Nigerian army and security forces cannot fully defeat them. Nigeria's army is ranked third in Africa after 1. Egypt, 2. Algeria, 3. Nigeria, 4. South Africa, 5. Ethiopia. Yet they have struggled against Boko Haram. Many soldiers have retired, been killed, or left the military. Some say the problem is above them, alleging that some Nigerian government officials sponsor insecurity, making it difficult to win. A former Nigerian army officer said, "Some repentant Boko Haram members who are supposed to help the army leak information to the terrorists. The army lacks sufficient equipment for technological warfare. Porous borders make it easy for terrorists to move around. Rehabilitating former Boko Haram fighters without consequences can be a problem." It's a complex situation. The army is doing its best, but it's an uphill battle. On May 29, 2023, Bola Tinubu became Nigeria's president. He was declared the winner of the 2023 presidential election by INEC on March 1, 2023. Yet insecurity has not stopped. It seems to be increasing. Many fear Nigeria may be split in the future, just as the U.S. National Intelligence Council predicted. The genocide of Christians in Nigeria. Violence against Christians began in 2009 when Boko Haram attacked churches and Christians in the north. Since then, over 10,000 churches have been destroyed, and thousands, possibly millions of Christians have been killed or displaced. In 2020, violence escalated in the Middle Belt, where farmers and herders clashed over land. Christians were targeted. The government has done little under the APC to protect minorities, and Nigerians live in fear of travel, kidnappings, or death. The issue caught international attention. President Donald Trump called Nigeria a disgraced country and threatened to intervene to protect Christians, even saying he would stop aid if Nigeria failed to act. Nnamdi Kanu emerged from the southeast to protect his people from Boko Haram and insecurity. Some consider him a prophet because many of his predictions from 10 to 15 years ago are happening today. Many Boko Haram members are pardoned or reintegrated into society, sometimes even offered positions in the Nigerian army. Yet Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB were proscribed as terrorists in 2017. Recently, Kanu was sentenced to life imprisonment, shocking the Southeast and fueling calls for a separate Biafra. The question is, if Boko Haram members can walk freely or join the army, is it fair for Nnamdi Kanu to face life imprisonment for defending his people? How did we get here? Drop your opinion in the comments. Oh, indeed, things fall apart. Novel by Chinua Achebe. This is Voices of the Forgotten, where Africa's hidden truths rise again.